we're here at Shelby Trailer Service. They make a lot of the rubber boards that go in the stock trailers, the cleated ones. They got the tongue and groove, some different products. And we're here in the raw material room. And I'm going to let Jillian talk a little bit about what's in here and kind of the process that it goes through.
Okay, well, we get our rubber and our plastic in. It all comes through this warehouse. Basically, all of our rubber's over here in this one area, then our plastic's over here.
And all the rubber's old tires and recycled
It's 100%
stuff.
recycled tire. All the metal's been taken out before it gets to us. There may be just a little bit of residual, but not much.
And the plastic, is it come from some kind of recycling
It's
process?
100% recycled. It is some post-consumer, some post-industrial.
I think that's really cool how y'all have took waste that would have just went to a landfill or, some kind of pollution. We would have been polluting the environment somehow, and y'all are making it into something we can use again.
Right. And last year, about 10 million pounds got diverted from the landfill. So, and all of our products are formed under heats and pressures. There's no other additives to our products.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of, anything that I would think is pollution coming out of this plant.
No.
Not a lot of smoke and nasty smells or anything like that. So
No, not at all. All of our mixing and blending's done in this warehouse also. So we'll take the plastics and we run it through a system to make sure it's cleaned up and there's no paper or anything like that in it. And then we mix it with the rubber and take it to the lines.
And I like how you were saying earlier, kind of about how all of y'all's stuff that y'all use, all the materials are locally sourced. You get them as close as possible, either in the state of Oklahoma, right here surrounding, or states that touch Oklahoma.
Correct. We get everything local. That's how we were raised. Basically, you buy local and then you outsource from there and support your local community as much as possible.
Yeah, and even y'all even service your own parts and use parts and I guess machines that are agriculture based also.
Yes, we do everything because that's what we know is the agricultural industry, and so all of our mixing and blending and everything comes from ag-based sources.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool that you can just take this and that's what turns into that board. And I've had it in several trailers, and I mean, what do y'all see, like how long is that supposed to last? Everybody calls them a lifetime floor. Is it?
Well, it has a 20-year warranty. This is our 25th year, so we've had it out there for over, right at 25, a little bit over 25 years, and it's still looking the same. It'll wear a little depending on the usage, but it's going to last a while.
Yeah.
It's going to last a while.
I think when you go to looking at that, whether you're ordering a new trailer or redoing a trailer, when it comes time to redo the floor, is it's going to cost a little bit more to go back with this floor, but if you can get 20 years out of it, or 25 or 30 years or whatever, and a wood floor is going to last you, if you haul a bunch, like a year or less, I think it makes sense to go with something like this.
It does, and it'll cost you less in the long run because the first time you have to take out your wooden floor and then put in another wooden floor, or you say you lose a calf or a cow or a bull or something, or God forbid a horse.
Yeah.
I mean, you've more than paid for the floor that was in this trailer.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I've never had a horse, but I've had some calves fall through. I'm trying to get the most out of that wood floor, so you patch on it as much as you can, and the gaps keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you haul something small, and then you got stuff going through it. And I've heard of people, losing their good horses or whatever, falling through there, and this is just safer, more economical. It's cool that y'all are using repurposed materials, and also, like in your shop, all the waste, y'all are reusing all that back through the process again.
Correct. Anything that we have, any rejects, we'll regrind it and put it right back into the board at a percentage. We keep it at a low percentage. There's usually not very much of it anyway, but we'll put it back in and reuse it again, so nothing gets thrown away.
Yeah.
We have one small dumpster for this whole plant that runs over 10 million pounds a year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's very efficient. What y'all have kicking those boards out, and nobody's putting a lot of manual labor out or anything. Y'all found a way to automate it and make the process, like, this whole thing just runs super efficiently. And we're in a small town in Oklahoma. You wouldn't think that something so sophisticated would be right here and ran like this.
Well, our employees, I mean, we don't have any turnover. Our employees really care about the products that they put out, and they basically, if they wouldn't buy it themselves, they're not going to send it out to a customer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. And how long have you been here? You're the, what's your title? The manager, general manager?
6 years.
Okay.
I've been in the industry for 32.
Mm-hmm. And what have you seen being here? Is it a lot better than what other companies you've seen in the industry?
It is. It's more automated. The owners care,
Mm-hmm.
and they care about the products that they put out. They care about their employees. They just started out with the family running the business and just starting it up. So they've kind of, for 25 years, they've been here taking care of it. And it just got to a point they needed somebody else to come in and help with the operation because it's getting large enough and
Yeah.
expanding out. We're expanding into different markets, doing heavy haul trailers, bridges for cities, golf courses. We've got some boards out there for some different applications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you were telling me earlier how it got started. I was wondering if it started as a board company, but it's Shelby Trailer Service. So you were saying it was just kind of like a welding shop working on trailers and stuff, and they were putting in some boards for another company, and that deal fell through, and so he just decided he was gonna start up and do it himself.
Correct.
And now y'all are specialized in just the boards.
Yes, he designed everything that came in because he saw a need that needed to be changed because the other board was rather slick.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw safety issues, and he fixed the safety issues with a lot safer board and a lot better board.
Yeah. And that's every entrepreneur story I've ever talked to, interviewed. If somebody sees a need, sees a gap, and they go solve it. And the bigger the problem, the bigger the company can be. And there's a lot of stock trailers, a lot of agriculture out there, a lot of applications y'all can use these boards. And so it's turned into quite a company.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I want to mention how we got to know each other is actually through a customer of yours, and he introduced us about the payment process, and so I was able to help y'all with that. Talk a little bit about that process.
Oh, that process is so much better than what we had. It's smoother. I can actually get online and use it. I can send it directly to my customers, so I don't even have to have the credit card here. I'll just send them a link. I'll send it to their phone or their email, and they can pay from there. They can do ACH payments. They can pay by check through there, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
It opens up a whole new world for them.
Yeah, and a lot of companies I've seen that we've helped set up the same way as y'all is you get used to just the old way of taking the card over the phone and stuff, and there's just a lot of risk involved, as much fraud that's going around, and the way that we've shown y'all can do it with this system, it seems to mitigate that risk a lot.
Yes, it does get rid of that, and it just takes one safety. It's just a safety factor for the customer.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate.
And I'll add one more thing.
Yeah.
The payment is also like when we take the credit cards or pay, it's in our bank account the next day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 3 days later.
Yeah.
Like on some of the others, it was several days later. It may or may not show up.
That's a big thing I see is kind of a lot of people don't think about that part of it, and the credit card deal is so big now, and getting paid is so big. Like, you don't have a business, y'all aren't going to keep the doors open if y'all aren't getting your payments in. So getting paid is a huge part of your business, and a lot of people just kind of let the credit card company, they don't pay attention to it, they don't read their statements, they don't know who they're with, and kind of put it on the back burner when it's a huge part of your company.
It costs quite a bit of money if they go through all of their paperwork and they actually look at it at the end of the year. Last year was several thousands of dollars in just fees.
Yeah.
So, and you've cut that.
Yeah. Yeah, and where y'all can give it back to the community, give it back to the employees, put it back into inventory and products, and coming up, innovating new things. I think that's where that money should be instead of going to a large corporation that is
Correct.
just running your cars through.
Correct.
Well, I appreciate you showing us around here.
You're welcome. Y'all are welcome back anytime.
Awesome, thank you.